I want to make a video, some more videos. This is total, I think, of 4 videos I'll have on Instagram and post them on YouTube as well. I sent out letters. I'm building model ships. I stay very quiet now as much as I can to finish these model ships, but I don't know if somebody's coming in and stealing my property. I'm building this model ship and I'm almost complete with it, and somebody stole some little pieces that's missing for me to complete it. So I have to reorder them, spend another $25, $30 to purchase these items and have them shipped to me, and wait a whole another 2 weeks for them to arrive. I don't know if somebody came in here and stole it, and they could have. Just like right now, I'm missing my laptop charger, and I don't ever misplace things. But I think someone came in and stole my item. I'm almost positive. So someone broke in and they're just sneaking in to steal an item very quickly and take off. So I want to make sure that I make a video on this, because that's how they chip away from my money. They try to take my money this way. I have to spend another $15, another $20. I recently just spoke to Metro PCS trying to lower my plan or figure out what was going on, why I'm not getting hotspot when I have the $65 plan, unlimited data, or whatever it is. And they keep making excuses. And back and forth and mumbling jumbling across their words, where I literally physically can't understand what they're telling me, and they're trying to play a chess match with words against me and just literally playing stupid. Oh, but you said you were on the $65 plan, but we switched you over to the $25 plan, but the $65 plan says here that you're going to get this, but the $25 plan also says that you're on. Literally doing this to me over the phone, and I'm paying for the phone bill. So they're letting me know that they can steal any money from me when they want to and when they feel like it. They can persecute me and use it as a threatening weapon against me. When I'm speaking to them over the phone, I switch over to a different plan, and I call them back to figure out why my hotspot is not working, because I need to use my laptop for internet, for school, and for online hospital labs. And all of a sudden they tell me that, oh, you're not on the, you paid the $70 for this. So they recently just robbed me for $70 at Metro PS by T-Mobile, and it's the people that are on the phone that are manipulating me so they can rob me and steal this money from me. And they tell me, yeah, we're going to switch you over to a $25 plan. I said, fine, I'll go ahead and pay for the, I didn't pay for it, and I switched over, and I'm literally, I tell them, like, fine, you stole my money, just let me get the internet so that I can use this for school or use this for my labs. And they're not letting me. Like, I literally call them, and I have to pay money ahead of time for my phone bill. And when I pay ahead of time, that means that that's the service that you get a whole month, right? You pay $70 or $60, you get the best service or whatever it is, you spend that month. You get 25 gigabytes, you get unlimited data. That's the service that I'm getting. Well, I switched over because my cycle started the 5th, right? And I'm like, since I already paid the $70 over the month, let me go ahead and complete this month, and then switch me over on October 4th. So then that way I pay the $25, and for the rest of this month I use the remaining gigabytes I have. Well, it turns out they have me on the $25 plan all of a sudden. I said, what are you talking about? I'm on a $25 plan. I just paid you $70 for the rest of this month. Why are you stealing my money? Okay, we'll switch you over to the $75 plan again. You just stole my money. That's what you just did. And they're lying to me over the phone, stealing my money. And I don't know who it is. It's some Filipino male and female, or transgenders, and I'm pretty sure this guy's gay. And this is possibly transgender. This person has been stalking me for over 6 years. I'm not kidding when I talk about this. I don't know who it is. These 2 individuals have been stalking me for close to about 6 years. I've heard this person's voice for about 6 years. This guy, and I've called like eBay, I call PayPal, and it keeps getting transferred to them, and they're pestering me over the phone. And this person, this transgender over the phone, probably one of the most disgusting, hateful people, very frightening stalkers that I've ever met in my life. She's making impersonation voices. She's literally mumbling across her words. So when she's trying to talk, she's playing retarded and stupid, like the entire time, and then using that power against me, and then trying to make these sort of threats at me over the phone that she's in control of my life. So I want to make sure that the people that are doing this are consistently telling me that they can threaten me because they're in control of my life, because the police department doesn't want to do anything, and they're being used as a weapon to threaten my life. The police department is completely worthless because you have gays and transgenders there that are listening to the gay and transgender community here, and that's all that's in the police department. But they don't want to do anything because I'm heterosexual, and that's why. That is exactly why. They don't want to do an investigation. They don't want to help. They don't do anything. They don't want to shut these people up. You know, they don't want to tell them that they're in charge. There's none of those things. That's what they're doing. So that's why when I make these phone calls and these people are picking up the phone, they know what's going on. That's why they make the threats. And this person that's, I don't know who this is, but she sounds kind of like Filipino-ish. They sound kind of Asian-ish kind of people. But understand that what these people are doing, they're consistently doing is to make my life as miserable and difficult and threatening and submissive to what their personal orders, because they know that somebody else is doing the killing. Somebody else is doing the threats, and that's why. So please understand, this is the same way that they did the threats to me, that when I had this murder attempt placed on me 10 years ago, and I was kicked several times with a knife pulled up to my throat, and I only slit my throat open. I was beaten really bad, kicked and punched at a cemetery when I was homeless and had no money, a mile down from the street where my mother was living in Garland, Texas, where there was dead bodies within 20 yards from me. 10 yards from me, there were dead people that had just been buried. You could still see the mountains of it. There were angels, statues that you could see, and crucifixes on these tombstones. I was beaten by 3 black guys. It's the same thing that these people, for the first 5 years, that after that murder attempt happened, everyone else used that threat against me. Every single person did, and began to say, "Do you want me to get the guys to kill you again? I'll call them again if I want to." And they would just keep doing that. And they would just keep doing it. So the person that I'm speaking to over the phone in the transgender gay community, they know that I'm scared. They know that I'm in fear of my life. So they do this to me because no one is putting them in their place. No one is telling them to stop. No one is doing this other than to say, continue persecuting him until he's dead and develops cancer. That's all this is about. Wait until Hector develops cancer and we kill him. We get rid of him. He's going to go through the process of death. We'll get rid of him. He'll start crying to Jesus. And I told you scum and piece of shit, and we'll start being nice to him then, and then we'll start being nice to him, and we'll kill him off. And they're gonna send, and it's nothing but transgenders and gays. Please understand that that's what they're doing to me. Okay? It is nothing but them. Okay? There's not one heterosexual person that lives in this entire complex. They just shot me again. I don't know if you could. I just moved my knee when I'm having these conversations. They just shot me right there. And it does this. It moves the muscle. It moves the fragment of the muscle like that. And they shoot me in different parts of my body. So I'll be having a conversation and they'll then shoot me on my arm or on my chest very quickly like that, and they'll move like that. And so they'll shoot different parts of my body in the middle of a conversation. So I wanted to make this video, make it clear. It's like a slave weapon. It's like, I told you what to do, and you're going to do what I tell you. Like a horsewhip, like a slave, and that's what they keep doing. So they continue to do this repeatedly over. So, please understand that, it's as serious as it was 5 years ago. I may be in a different environment, but I'm 40 years old now, and I'm going to continue to live the best in conditions I can. But if I have to go live on the streets, I will. If I have to leave here because it's so unsafe and they're so bad in the environment and there's just too much risk of my life is going to run, I'll leave. I'll sleep underneath the bridge again. I don't care. I don't got anything to go to anymore. I have no one and friends or anybody. It's hard to describe what's going on. It takes a long time to understand what's going on with my family, my siblings, and what's going on. But they'll eventually get rid of my life and kill it off. That's all they're going to do. This is Auschwitz. This is exactly like a Nazi. This is a full Ku Klux Klan Nazi motherfuckers that are showing up and do the killings. They enjoy death. They enjoy, I can persecute you when I want to and get away with it. I want him dead. And I feel good to do killings. If I can make you suffer, I can laugh and I'm going to feel good about it. That's their mentality. I call and make a phone call. Somebody else will make a threat and start playing military soldier with an AR-15. I told you what it is. Okay, thank you. Like, it's like, thank you for shitting. Like, and they use these crazy psychology things on me that it's very military, like killing. Like, it's fucked. There's not civilian conversation. And they feel like they need to do this because there's a lot of political and celebrities involved. And that's why they're doing this to me. Like, you got to understand that girl that showed up looked like Avril Lavigne and yelled at those gays and trans. Within 1 week was when that guy threatened me. Within a couple of days, that guy is the one that threatened me over at the post office. So every time that you try to, they want to retaliate against me because it's a way to not be able to defend myself or get anyone to try to help me. I call for any of the straight community, these transgenders and these gays are the ones that are doing it. Please understand that, you know, the straight community, you know, any help that you can give, any help, I know that the celebrities that are involved, please do understand that that's who's doing this. There's too many of them, that they're just hateful. They want to cover up homosexuality on some people and what they're doing, what they did to my family, the remaining life of my family. So they're using my family as weapons as well. My mother's very specifically using her twins. But so, like I said, I wanted to make this video. Please understand that my life is nothing but worthless garbage to these people in the dead bag. And they enjoy suffering. This is not about being content in life. Not one person has approached me to say anything. And please understand, I've already received about, I can't tell you, probably at least 11 to 15 threats. And very specifically, work environments, places I lived, and here, you know, way more, probably about, I'd say about 15 to 20. I'd say about 15 to 25 by now. Because there was a beautiful girl that showed up at Las Vegas. Beautiful blonde girl. I mean, she looked like Chrissy, I don't know what her name is, but Chrissy something, UFC ring girl. I mean, this girl was beautiful, tan skin, beautiful, about 30 years old, late 20s, and she walked by me, and it was at Caesar's Palace. It's the only straight girl that I have ever seen in the entire place. And she walked by me knowing that I was there. Beautiful, walks by me, just walks by me, and I look over at her, and she was just focused on me, and just looked over at me, and got really shy and nervous that she walked by me, and was the most feminine female I'd ever nearly been around. Beautiful girl. And she goes, yeah, and she was like, yes, like saying yes to me. And I didn't say anything because I was at work, being a janitor. Just because she walked by me. Do you know how many times I've been threatened? They're contacting that event because there's no heterosexual females that are being placed around me. And they'll contact all these transgenders and gays and notify them that happened, and then they'll start acting very aggressive and threatening toward me. I didn't even do anything. This girl literally just walked by me. And I wasn't even allowed to look. I was supposed to keep my head down. That's how bad they have me trained and beaten. And when I didn't, when I live environments, when I go to places, like whenever I go to the store, whatever, they continue doing that. So I wanted to make this video. Please understand that even this is what they're doing to me. And please understand also, everything I'm saying right now in these videos is being heard and recorded by, I think, this guy downstairs and some other people around the neighborhood in these areas. But I wanted to make this. I don't know who has the recording devices, hidden cameras, and all this other stuff, but I want to make a video on that.